December 2020. Runa and I set off on a drive from BR Hills of Karnataka to Valparai. Our route to Valparai from BR Hills was scenic through hilly landscape, dense forests, and patches of mist. The day's drive of 250 kilometers took us close to 6 hours. I fell in love with Valparai when I read about it for the first time. So, when my guru and friend John Anthony shared his experience, I immediately decided to drive to Valparai. John also recommended that we stay at Sinnadurai bungalow. Beyond that, I knew nothing about the place. Later, another close friend and ex colleague of mine, Rumno Mukherjee, said she knew folks at Valparai and could recommend an ideal location. Interestingly, she too spoke about Sinnadurai bungalow, how Victorian and mystical it was to stay there, surrounded by forest, wildlife, and plantations. It felt great to enter Annamalai Tiger Reserve after passing the town of Pollachi at the foothills of the Annamalai Range. Soon after crossing the forest gate, the Alayar Reservoir greets you on one side. The forest teeming with wildlife gives you company for the next 40 kilometers of the Ghat section. Surmounting 40 hairpin bends and gaining almost 3000 feet, you arrive at the hill station of Valparai, certainly testing your driving mettle while some spectacular landscape keeps unfolding with every turn that you take. Sinnadurai is an erstwhile term for the assistant manager of a South Indian tea plantation. And thus, Sinnadurai's bungalow is quite a landmark in all tea plantations, similar to the Bara bungalow in the tea gardens of eastern India. Sinnadurai Valparai is located in the southern section of the Western Ghats along the Annamalai range. Overlooking the valley and located on a hilltop at close to 6,000 feet above mean sea level, the Sinnadurai bungalow in Valparai is in the middle of delightful tea plantations that exist within the forest range. The area surrounding the bungalow is home to an abundance of wildlife that roam within its vicinity. It is therefore fairly common to witness elephants, leopards, deers, bisons, Malabar squirrels, and primates, apart from a whole host of birds such as the black eagle, shikra, white-shouldered kite, the plum-headed parakeet, white-cheeked barbet, including the vernal hanging parrot. And you will never miss your morning wake-up whistles by the Malabar whistling thrush. The folks, the place, the ambience is simply mesmerizing. At Sundardurai, I was introduced to Mr. Murugan, who works at the bungalow and doubles up as a naturalist. Meeting Mr. Murugan was perhaps the best thing that could have happened to me at Valparai. And thus, with Murugan as my man Friday, my explorations began. Come join me on a journey to know about the most endangered primate, the wanderoos of the Western Ghats. Land-tailed macaque, or the Macaca silenus. Macaca in Latin means monkey, and silenus in Greek mythology means a forest spirit, often represented as a bearded old man. Land-tailed macaque are one of the most endangered primates, which is endemic and native exclusively to the Western Ghats of India. Found at higher elevation rainforests in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala, the land-tailed macaque populations have been continuously declining due to hunting, roadkills, and continued habitat loss. Their current estimates mention about 2,500 to 3,000 individuals in the wild. Primarily arboreal, the lion-tailed macaque thrives in the upper canopy of tropical evergreen rainforests. They are known not for their striking silver mane, but for their lion-like tail. They are omnivorous, but their diet consists mainly of fruits. They also eat a wide variety of vegetation, leaves, stems, flowers, buds, and on some occasions eat meat by way of insects, lizards, tree frogs, and small mammals. Highly intelligent, these primates use various vocal patterns and body language to communicate. Females reproduce once in 2 years and play an essential role in maintaining the social structure of the troop. This considerable interbirth period impacts population growth tremendously. However, the biggest threat to the lion-tailed macaque is its habitat loss and fragmentation due to extensive plantations. The lion-tailed macaques have suffered more frequent road kills due to the rapid expansion of human habitation and highways. Behavioral changes is the other fallout of the same. They now roam around in human residential areas and feed on open ways, thereby exposing themselves to more human conflicts. I had the privilege of interacting with Mr. Anand Kumar of the Nature Conservation Foundation at Valparai. Mr. Kumar has spent over 2 decades in conserving these primates while addressing these issues. The interventions include human warning pickets when the macaque troops cross and also creating overhead tracks at places where they usually cross the highway. Over the years, NCF has brought about a significant change in human attitude towards these beautiful animals. NCF has been carrying out forest restoration work at the behest of Parle Agro of the Murugappa Group. At least now in Valparai region, there seems to be an improvement in their population trend. I am grateful to Mr. Murugan at Sinnadurai Bungalow, Mr. Anand Kumar of NCF, my friends Rumno and John Anthony, and special thanks to Mr. Venki Mutaya of Parle Agro for facilitating me to observe in close quarters these primates brethren of the Western Ghats. I hope the efforts put in by the Murugappa Group and NCF buck the trends and create a habitat where all living beings sustain and flourish. Jai Hind.